Have you been wanting to practice yoga, but you feel like there's some things standing in your way? There's a lot of rumors going around about yoga, and today in this video, I want to debunk the top 10 yoga myths. All right, number one, yoga is a religion. Yoga is not a religion. I hear this one often. You can be any religion and practice yoga. Yoga just means union, to yoke, to bring together on all levels, body, mind, and spirit. We are not worshiping any gods or anything like that, unless of course you want to. You can do that in anything. You can worship different gods and things like that, right? You can use your yoga practice in any way you want to. If you want to use it to show devotion to Jesus Christ and your God of choice, then that's a beautiful way to do it. But you can also use it just for the physical, mental, and emotional benefits. Yoga is not a religion. All right, number two and number three. Yoga is too hard and yoga is too easy. I hear both of these a lot. How can both of those be true, right? So it really depends on the type of yoga that you take and where you're at. If you are maybe a younger person and you've got a lot of things going on in your mind, you've got a lot of energy to burn, a restorative, super slow, super gentle class might seem pretty boring, right? But if you go to a power yoga class, that might be right on the money. So the thing is that there are as many types of yoga as there are yoga teachers, really. So it's all about sifting through and finding the style and the teacher that works best for you so that you can find something that is just right. All right, number four, yoga is only exercise. Now, for some people, this might be true. And especially in the beginning when people start with yoga, especially if they came for a physical workout, sure, they might just see it as exercise. And I suppose it always can be if that's what you choose. However, it will undoubtedly have emotional and mental benefits as well. Really, regardless if you were wanting that or not. It'll help you to feel calmer, less anxiety, less overwhelmed, less stressed out, everything like that. So really makes you feel good. And if you want to take it further, you can always take it further. It can definitely be more than exercise. And if you really want to start learning how yoga can transform your life, like it's completely transformed my life, I would highly recommend looking into the Yoga Sutras. That's just a really great way to start bringing everything from your yoga mat, off of your yoga mat, to transform and change your life for the better. All right, next, yoga is only for flexible people. Have you ever heard this one? I'm not flexible, so I can't do yoga. You do yoga to get flexible and to stay flexible, not because you are flexible, okay? So the thing is that I hear this a lot. For the past 16 or so years I've been teaching, that's the biggest one I hear. I'm not flexible, so I can't do yoga. I would say at max, 1% of people that have come to my class are naturally flexible, probably less than that. Most people are not naturally flexible. All right, so the key is just to listen to your body, and eventually you'll get more and more flexible. All right, next, I'm too overweight or too out of shape to do yoga. You guys, you can do yoga if only you can breathe. If you can breathe, even if you're bedbound. I've got a student who went through my 500-hour training, and she was incapacitated for a lot of months, and she started doing anything that she could do in her bed, starting with breathing. So I don't want to hear that excuse anymore. If she could do it, then I know that you can do it as well. Shout out to Christy. You're an inspiration. All right, next. I'm not good at yoga. Okay. If you do yoga, you're good at yoga. That's it. The only way you can be bad at yoga is if you don't do yoga. Do yoga, listen to your body, don't push past your limits. You are good at yoga. Start taking the practices off your mat and into your everyday life, and you are excellent at yoga. Next, only three more. I don't have an hour a day to commit to yoga, so I can't do it. Okay, not a valid excuse. Only start with 5 minutes. Why do we always have to set the bar way up here? Like, well, if I don't have an hour, then I'm not going to do it. Let's just do it for 5 minutes a day. That's the beauty of yoga, is that it can create so much impact. It's not just about getting in a workout. And even if it is, it's not. It's doing stuff under the surface, okay? So even with 5 minutes, it's a cumulative effect. So doing 5-10 minutes every day, in my opinion, is better than just doing one class a week that's an hour, because it really does have an effect all throughout your day. Next, I don't want to change my lifestyle because I definitely don't live a yogic lifestyle. Totally fine, no problem. I feel like way too many people feel like they have to be like a crunchy hippie in order to do yoga, and that is not true. I mean, some people might look at me and think that I'm a hippie because I have an organic vegetable farm, sure, but I also jam out to Tool and Deftones and things like that, and I cuss like a sailor, right? So if you saw me on the street, you might not think that I am a yogi, but I definitely would consider myself as one. So you don't have to fit into any sort of mold. You can be whatever kind of yogi you want to be. And lastly, I'm not spiritual. Okay, great. You don't have to be spiritual to do yoga. It doesn't all have to be, now, can it be? Yes, you can be sitting around meditating and definitely make it a spiritual. You can even make your physical practice a spiritual one, but it definitely doesn't have to be. Like I said, you can do it for physical, mental, emotional benefits. There's so many benefits. You don't just have to stick to just one. All right, I hope that helps you give yourself the confidence to get to your mat and start doing yoga, because the more yoga we are doing as a collective, the happier we're going to be and the happier the planet's going to be, in my opinion. So let's get out there, roll out your mat and get started. If you don't know where to start, I've got tons of amazing videos, lots of beginner-friendly videos on my membership. You can check out crystalgrayyogamethod.com and the link is in the comments. Have a great day. Bye. Namaste.